Morning, everyone. This is Trend Follower this side, and it's that time of the week. Today, we'll look at the trade zones and trade ideas that I think can work this week. Uh, but before I do that, I also want to go a little bit on making everyone understand what happened in the last few weeks. August has been damn tough, in my opinion, and the reason is there was no continuation in trend, mostly, except small things here there, right? But one thing I want to explain a little bit and also update you guys on how I'm planning for these videos is something like Australian dollar, right? Australian dollar was damn weak and then completely reversed, right? So, which brings my point here that in these videos, I will also talk about now a reversal probability. And the reason is just to be ready, right? Maybe we don't trade this, that's fine, but we shouldn't expect that, this supply, for example, will work. The probability is low, right? So it's up to you guys. Do you want to trade the reversal or not? But at least stay out of it in terms of shorting it according to the previous trend, right? So according to previous trend, I mean, like, let's say you wanted to short odd, this was a good zone, so it should have done something like this, but it didn't, right? So first, let me explain why it didn't. So the reason it didn't is because what ha really happened was on GBP odd, if you look at monthly, it took the monthly high, right? And on Euro odd, it took the monthly high. So what really happened was they both took the monthly high, and so odd became strong, and so Euro odd and GBP odd reversed, but along with those, Euro became weak and GBP became weak and odd became strong, right? So it's good to note these patterns. They are very, very, very powerful, especially if both Euro and GBP are doing that, right? So this week, I want to start with what my main focus would be. One would be I'm considering that because if we look at the weekly chart, Euro odd has taken the liquidity from here. So the target most probably is here, or at least this low, right? The drawn liquidity is that. Now, I do feel it will not be as simple as, oh, it will reach here. And the reason I say that is this zone is really good. So, yes, what can happen is that this daily fair value gap, if you're scalping, can do something like this. But from here, will it come down or not? The probability is less. And the reason I say that is because what I'm seeing on all Australian dollar pair. So quickly going through it, uh, yeah, quickly going through it. If I look at odd USD, for example, it's in this supply, odd CAD. Let me just undo that. Odd CAD, there's a supply here, odd NZD, never mind, GBP odd demand here. Uh, Euro odd already went through it. Odd CHF, there is a supply here. And odd JPY will take this, took this high already, and will have a daily supply here. So even if it needs to continue, maybe there would be a pause, right? Except a little bit more up move, little bit. With that, there may be a pause, right? So apart from that, if once it takes this weekly liquidity, there is a chance that it will reverse. Will it reverse till this or till this? No one can tell you that. But I do think there is a chance that it can reverse. Having said that, because it has taken the monthly liquidity from here, right? So, or basically, it has uh, taken its goal, the probability of it coming back here is higher, right? So I do think something like this is possible. So keeping that in mind, My first name is Euro odd, and I don't think the it can come here. It can continue easily. Even if it does, I will be out. I'm not taking this trade. But once it comes back, I will start getting interested at such levels, right? So this is the daily supply, and I will start getting interested. Now, having said that, okay, this candle is the first red candle, right? So ideally, what you want to do is you want to wait till the next candle builds up here or builds up here. Really don't know. So because it's the first candle, so I will ignore these zones and instead take a very high probability zone if it comes here, which is basically there is a daily fair value gap here and IFVG here, and the weekly level is here, right? So if it comes in this area, I will be interested. Now I like to trade using supply and demand zones, which matches with something like this. So what I want is euro or Australian dollar to come here and GBP Australian dollar to come here. So that would be my first trade. If I want to put a limit order like set and forget, then the only perfect region is this, or on euro Australian dollar just above this weekly high. So something like here. Will it come there? I don't know. But because this is the first red candle, I would rather be safe, right? So if then we have to take these areas, so the top here and this one here. So yes, this is a good zone, but if I have to totally put an order and forget about it, this would be something like this. But the target then would be big, right? So that's the way I'm thinking about it. Here, if you talk about euro, or then I would mainly like to focus here, right? And GBP, or I would focus here or here, right? So that's the way I'm thinking about it. They both have to come at least in this region for me to take a trade. If they reject from here, that's fine, right? Uh, that's what I think about euro, Australian dollar, and GBP odd. Next, I want to talk about odd USD, not because I want to trade this name. It has a great supply here, which I think you can trade here. Look at that. So it should do that. It matches with this monthly level. So I do think Australian dollar can reverse. It can push a little and then reverse till at least here. That's the way I'm thinking about it. The reason I don't want to trade this so much is because all of these names have taken monthly liquidity, and this even has an up close candle. So I would rather let it come here and then take the upside. Odd NZD, this one is pretty nice. I really like this one. The reason I like this one is if you look at the trend, that's damn clear, right? It's damn clear. And then there is a demand here, right? Small demand, not a high quality demand, but this demand is pretty cool, especially when you look at 12 hours, there was a good instant move. So I think something like this is very much possible. When it comes there, it will also take the weekly low. So I feel this one is highly probable. So in my opinion, when it comes into this region, that's where you should look at Australian dollar pair on any name, right? The next is Euro CHF. In case of Euro CHF, Euro has been really weak. If it goes down like this and then reverses, then I would like to trade it here or here. Ideally, let's say if it doesn't reverse and it's going up, then I will choose this region, right? If it comes down and then goes up, then I can choose this region. My favorite here would be this. Why? Because if you see when it went down, it never tested this weekly order block, right? So this level wasn't tested and it just went down. And so I think there is a chance if euro really acts strong, which it didn't last week, but because it's the first candle, if there is a bounce, I would like it to do something like this. So just to reiterate, euro odd, at least it should come here. GBP odd, at least it should come here. But all of that is valid only if odd already breaks this, right? So that's what I would like to trade. There's one more name, which is odd cat. Cat pairs in particular, I want to talk about cat pairs in particular. And the reason is, I think there is a possibility of reversal on odd cat. Why do I say that? Uh, Before even odd CAD, I should say, not odd CAD, CAD names. And also along those lines, I think USD, I'm not shorting USD. So we'll go into that chart. I should have started the video with that. But anyway, so let's say we go down here, right? And this is the start of the month, right? So it has this weekly demand where it's already there, but let's say it goes down, it breaks this low. So what will happen is once it breaks this low and even this, then what you have is it took the liquidity from here, right? Now, when it took the liquidity from here, there is either a possibility of USD acting strong, right? Or CAD acting weak, or both. So in this case, USD CAD will do that, right? And at that moment, what will happen is all these names that I talked about, like Euro USD, will come in this zone or break the high of the weekly, and then come into this supply. So USD can act strong. Similarly, USD CHF slowly dying, right? But it's in this weekly block. NZD USD has a fair value gap, little bit small one here, and if it comes up, then it will come in this daily supply. So there are when you look at all the USD names, you will see the similar pattern. So that's why I think USD is risky to continue shorting. Uh, so let me go with DXY. Let me explain that why. I should have started with this. So let's look at DXY. So DXY, I personally would love for it to come here, right? So it can do something. This one I will trade blindly. But having said that, you have a weekly green candle and you have these long wicks, right? Uh, and it's not dying. So either it can completely die, right? Or when the week starts, maybe it takes this, maybe it takes this, and you get this reversal because it took the monthly low. And what is the date? It's 1st September. So how will it work that just 1st September you break the whole thing? I think the probability is low. Even if you look at the monthly chart, you have this whole bullish engulfing candle. So to say it will continue coming down, yes, can happen. For me, the probability is low. So that's why I am being very cautious with DXY. I do think it can reverse. At the same time, if it doesn't, that's fine. But if it does, I want to be ready. So the name which I love the most is USD CAD because look at that bullish engulfing and now it's in that order block. So once it takes this, it can reverse, right? So I want to see a holding candle and then reversal if that happens. Now, having said that, I also said CAD can act weak. Now, why do I think that, right? So let's go to all the CAD names. So odd CAD, for example. So let's talk about odd CAD. Now, if it doesn't come here and it comes here, there's a lovely, this fair value gap was supported, very bullish order flow. And then there's this 4 hour zone here, right? So let's say USD CAD comes in that, and we come here where CAD acted strong, then it can reverse from here and come here, right? So one trade for odd CAD is taking this zone and something like this. It has equal like highs here. I think it can do that. The second name would be, yeah, so CAD CHS, right? So I think if it comes up, it doesn't have to, but if it comes up, there's this 8 hour supply, which we talked in the previous video. This is what I have been waiting for, at least on CAD. Now, also when it does that, right, it may not have to come here because again, you have this monthly or bullish and bearish engulfing, very neutral candle, but enough to say, oh, something like this can happen. Then we go to CAD JPY. In this name, once it takes this liquidity, let me convert back to weekly. Once it takes to already it's in this area, like which is risky to trade unless it completely reverses, right? So it can just start falling. But if it comes up a little bit, right, it takes that liquidity, it comes into this daily supply, I think there's a huge chance it can go down. Even if you look at this daily supply, like the full candle, it can just move a little and then come down. Uh, these names are not the names that I'm saying I will trade. I'm just showing you how the probability of CAD pulling back or CAD showing weakness is very high. EuroCAD, this is the name I really like because you see almost equal lows here. There, so you will take this liquidity, then come in this zone, and then take this daily demand in a weekly demand, guys, right? Also, this is the first candle, right? So once it comes here, it should come back, right? And I think the also the thing here is it has this whole gap, right? So I think this price action will be attracted and it will come back here. So that's why I think I have to undo all those lines. I think EuroCAD is also very good. If you get an entry here, that would be amazing. I would also suggest, let's say it comes here, right? If odd CAD comes here, that would be an extreme good combination to take for upside. So we were going through CAD names. Yes. So with CAD, I think there may be a little push and then it's a great one to trade. So coming back to the ideas, odd CAD is the one I think can really, after showing a little bit of strength, can reverse. And it has, the only downside is it has taken this liquidity, but I think this is a safer bet if EuroCAD or USD CAD does what I said it can do, which is EuroCAD comes in that region and USD CAD takes the liquidity. Then it becomes very high probability. Similarly, I do think, as I said, USD can act strong. So if USD CAD takes that liquidity, I think this area is very nice because you see this. You took this supply right now. I think it can just start reversing, but if it doesn't, there was a, yeah, this 4 hour is very beautiful. You see this 4 hours. So you see how it went here and reversed strongly, right? So it still has space to come up according to the price action. Order flow is still bullish. But once it comes here and USD CAD does that, I think it can come down. Okay. So this also I really like, but I would rather trade Euro CAD instead of Euro USD for downside, for CAD weakness. So this is what I think CAD weakness can come. And so if USD CAD happens, I think both you either DXY can act strong or CAD can act weak. But as I said, with DXY, I'm a little confused if it can reverse or not, but with CAD, there is a higher probability. So that's why I think Euro CAD can be a great trade here. This is an awesome combination for it to reverse. Keep in mind that I do want USD CAD to test that level. So going back through the charts, one would be GBP odd for me, where let me convert that back to daily. GBP odd for me, where this would be strike and forget. Basically, set the limit order and forget about it. But if it comes here and Euro odd comes here, then it becomes high probability for me. So GBP odd would be the second one. Ideally, it doesn't break this, right? So I would like to see that. But what I really want to watch is how Euro and GBP start acting this week. Odd CAD, this is odd USD. I think it can come down and reverse. So this would be the second one which I can think. But I like odd CAD more. With odd CAD, I think because of the CAD logic that I shared, I think this can happen. Okay, so then ideally, if you want all this to become high probability, you see what can happen is it can come here and then go down. So if Euro NZD comes here, right, then NZD can act strong, and that's where I would be a little bit scared about. Oh, sorry, if this comes here and odd CAD also comes here, then it's high. Then it increases the probability. So the next thing I wanted to share was why I think USD is a little bit risky to short right now. At least I'm being cautious. I do think that what you're seeing is this pattern, and this one is like, oh, it tried to go up and then started slowly dying. And what happens is when these cases happen, so it can really accelerate the down move, and that can happen, right? But once it accelerates, it can reverse also strongly. So on top of that, also because it's slowly going down and there is this demand here, and as I said, just at the start of the month, you will see that it has to take in the monthly liquidity and all that. So I'm just being a little cautious. I don't think it has much bandwidth, so at least for now, till this area gets tested, in my opinion, right? So that's why I'm just being cautious for swings. For scalping, that's a different thing. But for swings, I'm being cautious. On top of that, if DXY does this, what you will see is USD CAD take this low. Like after falling straight down, yes, it can continue down. The probability is low, right? So how will it come up? USD has to show strength. So even if I go to USD names, this one, let's say it goes down. This is not clear. This one is in this zone. So yeah, it can. That's what I'm saying. Like it's slowly dying and it can accelerate. And I think that's a big possibility. I'm just being cautious because of the zone where it is. So USD CAD I've already explained. Euro USD, right? So let's say it's making this trend line. Let's say it breaks this. It may not be possible to go up. If it really had to go up, why didn't it do in this candle? Why didn't it do in this candle? There was a weekly order block here, right? Weekly block, whatever. But why didn't it do it? So I'm being cautious, right? Can it do it? Yes. Similarly, GBP USD, it had this zone. So now you're telling me Euro USD was here and GBP USD was here. Tested it how many times? One, two, three, three at least, right? So it still couldn't go up. At least two before the previous candle printed. It still couldn't go up. It just doesn't make sense to me, right? So what can really happen is maybe this. is a trend line and you have this daily supply, why not do something like this, right? So that's why I'm being cautious on USD names in particular. The strongest name is odd USD, like in terms of USD names, and it's also in supply, right? NZD USD has a fair value gap here. So once it comes here, it can also go down. On top of that, if you look at XAU USD, which is gold, the good thing it closed above the monthly, but it just took this monthly liquidity and this monthly liquidity. XAUSD closed above, but took this liquidity here, right? So what can happen? This can come down, but we are not trading that. What I'm trying to say is USD has a lot of signs to be cautious, right? It's time to be cautious on USD names. So that's why I would just say that I'm being cautious on USD names. I would target CAD. Other thing with CAD is at least if you see on futures chart, if it comes up, firstly, I think this chart is wrong because if you look at 12 hours, it was not a full-fledged candle, but I may be wrong. So if you look up, where is it? It's in a daily supply, which was the zone which is not fresh, but had equal highs here. Look at that. Equal highs here. Took this in a daily supply, right? So what can happen? Little maybe more push, or it takes the liquidity from here and then goes down, right? Uh, if you look at 12 hour, this trade move sometimes can mean that, oh, it may test this because to complete the target, but then will come down, right? Because there's so much, it just went too soon, too fast. So there are a lot of imbalances here, right? So here also, right? So I think that's why I think CAD name can start showing weakness. So in terms of trend, if you want to follow the trend, your best bet would be where it go GBP or Australian dollar, where I think if this is truly liquidity, right, took the liquidity, so it can just do something like this. Uh, if you want to scalp, there is a daily fair value gap here, and it can do something like this. Right now, because it's in the zone, I'm just being cautious. But generally, sometimes when such powerful move happens, it can do that, right? So I personally like to swing trade, and this is not something that I will do it, but for scalping, this is your zone. So if you want to swing trade, your one zone would be here and one zone would be here, at least for me. The second swing trade would be odd CAD. Once it comes here, I think it can go up in 2 3 days. So that would be it. That's where my focus would be. My two top would be those. So GBP odd and odd CAD. And the second one would be Euro CAD, where I think once it takes this, it should do this. But I want Euro, not Euro USD, USD CAD to take this or at least previous day low. Okay, at least because previous day low is also our weekly low, right? And you will win this zone. So that's where my focus would be. DXY, I will think about playing it like in DXY strength. Why? Because I think you have unfinished business here. So at least it should test bounce to test this level, at least. So once it comes here, at least it should come here. It doesn't have to go all the way up, but if it comes all the way up, then what you will see is at least this zone. So I think there is a possibility that you bring it down here and then test this level at least. So when you have to test this level, so that's where my focus would be on USD CAD, for example, right? or I will have to look during the week. But I hope that makes sense. I'm just saying be cautious with DXY. Don't just blindly short it. At least I will be cautious with DXY. And so my reversal trade would be EuroCAD, which is not according to the short-term trend. Uh, but that would be the one. My trend would be OddCAD and GBP odd. GBP odd here and OddCAD would be here, right? So that's the plan for this week, guys. I hope you have a good trading week. I hope we have a great trading month, I should say. And now I will organize this videos better in the terms of trend following and probability of reversal. As I said at the beginning of the video, you don't have to trade reversal, but that basically means stay out of it. Don't try to short according to the trend and unless more picture is clear. I hope it makes sense, guys. As I said, have a great trading week. Stay safe. Bye bye.